Hi there, this is Draco. Roughly 1 week ago, Thomas Shelton managed to take mono blue Merfolk to a really good placement in a big tournament, Dreamhack Dallas, where he managed to get top 16 in the field of over 200 players. So I was excited by this, and looking into the list, I really liked the list because it also resembled mine a lot, but he did some really cool things in the sideboard. So I also see this list has been successful in the Modern League as well, so I just wanted to run it back, just to take this exact list and just run it today. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see the list here. You can see one of the things I like is that it's really clean. You have a lot of 4-offs, which is typically a good tendency. So you have the 4 Sverloons, of course, we have the 4 Tide Shapers, we have the 4 Subtleties. So a lot of the free spells are stacked up on maximum here. 4 Silver Adepts, 4 Masters of the Pearl Trident, so we can buff up our team. 4 Tricksters, 4 Lord Valentis. All this is relatively stuck, but really nice and clean. 4 Ether Vials, 4 Force Negations, and then 2 Spreading Seas, so we have 6 of this type of effect. But I like the sideboard, and you can also see it here. I just put it in here. In the sideboard we have 2 Spell Pierce. I have been impressed by Spell Pierce when testing, so I think this makes a lot of sense. Get this card in there. We have the 2 Hergus Recall. I agree with that. Brazen Borrower is looking decent right now because of Murktide being strong. It's good against Murktide and good against in that deck in general. We have 2 Kiras, which is great against all the elementals. 2 Dismembers to have some extra removal against the Ragavans. Of course, this list is running the relics, so we don't have the unlicensed Turs right here running right now, and that could be a consideration. Maybe Thomas didn't manage to get his stock in time, so that might be one of the changes, that you put in hers instead, and then 2 Chalice of the Voids against the Cascade decks. Really cool list. The only thing I did change is that Thomas ran 10 islands and no Minamo and no Oboro. I don't see the biggest reason why you shouldn't run Oboro and Minamo. I do believe that having the extra option of sometimes bouncing Oboro back to hand to discard it to Liliana, sometimes untapping your Sverloon with the Minamo is worth it. I don't see that much of Blood Moon going around, but let's get into the action. It's gonna be fun to take this deck for a ride. And we're back for round 1 here, and we got the blue clothing. Mono blue players wear the blue shirts, and we up against Playmobil. We put out some good jazz music, so I think we're gonna stay elegant here and start on the draw. No, we're gonna start on the play, even better. This hand is not amazing any shape or form. Actually, considering if this is just way too slow. So you're playing the Mimic on 1, then the Master, and then in the Sverloon, hoping that that's enough. That could be hindered so much. But on the play, I think it's maybe greedy to mulligan it. I'm not a fan of this hand, but I think it's correct to keep it anyways. See, if this land here, or if this Mimic was either violent set, it would be much better. We can't have it all. What is this now? Ooh, maybe it's Cabal Coffers. Okay, so Inquisition is not hitting us hard here. Good thing we didn't mulligan, because Inquisition is really good at working against a slow, a shorter hand. So if we had less cards, it would of course be much worse. Ooh, pretty nice here. That's a good draw. We have some protection now. I think I want to protect this Sverloon next turn. It's gonna be our big thing here. So if he kills off the Master, I'll just allow it. I will allow it, sir. Maybe this is Rakdos mid range. Then the shadowy guy can come in now. Yeah, Dorothy the Voidwalker. Dorothy Voidwalker. He can't block, so that's fine. Wood Walls is nice. Gives us some option next turn. We're just gonna attack him with the Master here. This now the race is on, but he's already on 16, and we can protect our Svelun. Force negation. Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, so he didn't have it. Well, we can't do anything about that. It's a good card. That means that we are surviving one round at least for Svelun, unless I don't know if they're running Fury main deck. Doesn't seem like it. So we need to be aware of now that Doth Wardroger can be utilized against us now. Okay. Here a Spreading Seas would be pretty cool. It's not a Spreading Seas. What is he doing now? He's doing something. Okay. So I don't want to attack with the Master. So let's just attack with the Svelun. That's a 4/5. What about the Mutavault? Is that a good attacker? I think the race is important here. You can just jump here, which would be bad for us. So attack with the Mutavault is also interesting. Then we of course can't play the Force Negation, but we can pitch the Svelun to it. I think one attack. See what we draw here. We could be drawing Trickster, which nah, doesn't really matter here. Ooh, Tide Chipper. That's really good next turn. He's double blocking, okay. Then we need to use this now to have it indestructible here. You know, by not playing the Force Negation, you are also, you know, getting the maximum out of the card, which is playing it for free. So I think this works out pretty good. And he's terminating the Master. This way we just force this because then he's pretty dead, right? Yeah, he can't do anything. Oh, hang on a second. So first he needs to pay the War Trigger. So we force him to pay the War Trigger. So he needs to pay 1 mana here. And we can force it afterwards. Yes. Do. This is a pretty good counter magic here. So he's dead to any lord. Okay. He's not dead to the Lord. Okay, I don't know why he's staying back with the Voidwalker. Of course he can play something by doing it. But we are unblockable with these two guys, so does it really matter? Yeah, okay, so he can play the Force Negation. Yeah, that's fine. I think we should just hit in for the 70 points of damage we can. Spring Seas. They're the worst. See a draw here. Okay, can force this. Now just pass here. I'll let him hit with Ragavan. Doesn't really matter that much. See what he hits. Trickster. He has to play this turn though. He can use it to take off Indestructible. It's actually pretty crazy. But he's still dead to the Tide Shaper. He's killing that one. Oh, he didn't pay the water. Okay. Cool beans, sir. Okay, so up against Rakdos mid-range. I think they are stacking up on the Furies, which means that we want the Subtleties in there. They have so much removal, we want the Kiras in there. Since we're tearing in Kiras, we want to take out one of the Saloons so we don't overstack our slot there. These members are good against the early pressure creatures, both Vault Voiger and Ragavan. I don't think they're running Deathrite Shaman, and against only Croxa, I'm not a fan of Relic. I think it's overkill. We can definitely just take out the Force Negation. We don't want to, do too much about that. My problem is that they're running Colligan's Command, which is really, really great against our Ether Vial. But in my opinion, they're running a bit less than they normally do. And I think actually Ether Vial could be really good here. So maybe we want to keep that in. And then just take in a Spell Pierce. Maybe Spring Seas is not the greatest. Maybe I don't even want the Spring Seas at all. I think Spell Pierce is fine because they have so many spells. And we can counter. One Spring Seas is probably okay. It was good here because we got to have Indestructible. Okay, Mr. Playmobil. This hand is light on lands. I don't like it. Even though we do have some game, I think we mulligan. This is better, because this is really bad towards, this is bad against the Thoughtseize. I think I want to take out Subtlety, because Subtlety is our one out against the early Ragavan. Early Ragavan is a problem for this hand. But Subtletying an early Ragavan is not going to help us, and if he Thoughtseizes and the Subtlety is a 2-for-1 in itself, I think we just want to kick that one out there. But not amazing in any shape or form, this. The problem with them running Colligan's Command, ooh, they didn't have anything. How can he keep a hand with no 1-drop? Okay, this is actually pretty interesting. There's really an argument for putting in the second vial, so we don't get too much hate from Colligan's Command. Oh, here comes the Thoughtseize, engineered for 1. Okay, that changes things. Perfect for us here, because now we just can play the Spring Seas and then play the Ether Vial now when he uses his entire turn to crack it. Perfect. So he's in problems here. He needs to do it now before I get the value. And the next turn we can play a master and put down another ether vial. I think him playing Engineered Explosive for 1 is a signal that he does not have Call Against Command. Okay, so he's waiting for me. He needs to do it now. You need to do it now, sir. Yes. Actually, nice little trick he did here. I think the reason why he did it in this form is that this means that if he does have Fatal Push, he can use the Fatal Push now to kill a Svelum. We don't have Svelum, but that's pretty nice tech. So now we put down a 1-drop and a 2-drop. So we are pretty protected against another Engineered Explosives for now. Here comes the Fatal Push, yeah. So you can see it was a really nice play by him. Cracking an hour upkeep to activate Fatal Push. I like that play. Nice, nice little trick. Neat little trick here. Okay, borrow. We didn't need that, but let's just play down a Lord and activate a Lord here, or activate a Mutavault. See what he does here. Maybe he has something. I like this Shiso land here, it's pretty good. Okay. Let's draw the Kira. Oh. That is really, really cool. That's pretty nice tech. Cool sideboard card. Obsidian Charmer. He seemed like he's been, you know, a bit mana flooded here. Added, beautiful. The question is how I do this. I think I want to put down the add-up now. To see what I draw here. Since we did that, I want to put down 1 now just to protect me against burn spells. Of course, another Engineered Explosive would be devastating, but by putting 1 down, we are in an interesting situation. No, we can't save us from Lightning Bolt anyway. None of them can. Are they running on Holy Heat? I don't think they are. They are not a graveyard deck, so I don't think they're running on Holy Heat. So actually I think it might be better just to wait. Also because of Fury. But Fury is actually interesting. It's better to wait. We are on the racing plane here. The Spreading Seas is nice. Okay, another land. Here comes Fury. No Seas and Pirates, that's also a good draw. So the Obsidian Charmer is coming in. We could putting in one of the masters. This stays on 2. This is risky business. I think we need to do it because we're drawing too many lands here. Okay, he didn't have anything. So he's dead next turn. Of course, he should have, you know, something at some point, but we've been drawing too many lanes. Okay, this is not a man who, you know, I don't think he... Okay, let's see. Okay, so he doesn't have anything now. Creature planeswalker from graveyard to your hand. What does it need to be? Liliana, he can't even play Liliana. And we won the match. Yeah. That's pretty unfortunate. He got flooded. But we won it. Really nice to see. We are up 1-0 in matches in the Modern League with this nice deck here. Let's take it to the next round. We are here in match 2 of this Modern League with Mono Blue Merfolk. And of course, if you like what I do here, if you like the content, please give a like to the video, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be much appreciated. Thanks, and thanks for watching. This hand is a mulligan, if I've ever seen one, and we are on the draw. I think this is also a mulligan. Okay, this can do. Let's just put back the 2 subtleties. It's actually not the worst 5-card hand here. Oh snap! It's Tron. Thank God we have, you know, some cards to deal with that. Unfortunately, we don't have them in the deck today here. Oh, is it? What is this Mind Stone? Is it Eldrani's Tron? Okay, I don't think I normally see Mind Stone in this deck. Pretty cool. Let's draw Spaces. Otavara is interesting. I think we need to play Otavara. Even though it's a nice card. And then we can activate. Let's like. Trixus is not good in this matchup here. It's all about denying them the mana, so this hand is not really interesting. What is this now? Khan, the Great Creator, okay. So here is where the Solitude would be good. The Otavara is really good because normally what he's doing here is that he can also find Ensnaring Bridge, and we can bounce Ensnaring Bridge, but yeah, because it is unfortunate we can't use the either while, and we didn't draw a blue source for our cards, so this card is really doing work here. Really unfortunate. We need to attack Karn. Oh, please let me use you. So we're really getting punished for not having you know, enough blue sources here, but that's how it is. Karn is great. Karn the Great. Okay, Ensnaring Bridge. Pithing Needle. Naming Eithervile. A Mutavault, of course. I think we're done here. Yeah, you got it, bro. Okay, Tron. I think we need the Brazen Borrows against like the Pithing Needles and stuff. It's not. It was Eldrazi Tron. Well played by him. Eldrazi Tron. So I think subtleties are amazing in this matchup. I'm wondering about the force negations. But they do have all this dust and you know, something like that. Is that good enough? And they do have, you know, I want to, you know, counter the Karns and the Ugins and stuff. So maybe Force Negation is fine. Also to just do some increasingly aggressive early play. As I said, the triggers are not really that great. I think we can cut a couple of those. The Spring Trees are of course amazing. What else could we do here? I don't think we are. We don't need Kira. They don't have any single thing like that here. Of course, there could be an argument for Hercules Recall. They do have a lot of artifacts, but you know, a lot of the cards is also just you know, Eldrazi, which are not artifacts. So Spell Pierce is the only thing I'm wondering. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it though. I think just cutting a couple of tricksters for a couple of Bracing Power is fine. I think I want to have the Force Negations. We do have a pretty good main deck because we have the 4 Sideshippers, 4 Spring-Seas. Yes, sir. Okay, nice hand here. We just need a blue source. That's actually unfortunate. We're getting really hammered for this. I don't think I can keep this without a blue source. But then again, we don't need this fast, right? Getting out an early Ether Vial. It's pretty nice. Ah, this is stupid. Let's mulligan this hand. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. We're not satisfied about it. We do have the turn 2 edit. Considering if I'm taking, I should be putting back one of the free spells, and I think we want to put down. We want to put down the Force Negation here. I think the Subtlety is probably better early. No, it's gonna be a problem no matter what these. Maybe we even want to cut down a land. Actually, yeah, let's gamble. Maybe put back the Mood Vault. We put back the Mood Vault. I think we need to gamble here. Yeah, let's do this. Not a good draw here. Hopefully we can draw one of our outs. The Spring Seas and the Sideshippers. But this hand does do something. Okay, pretty nice. This is where I added this nice drawing us out of this, and good thing we kept the blue source. Now we can start resolving monsters. Blast Zone into Mind Stone. And he want to resolve Karn next turn, so we're just going to counter Karn. Let's do this here. So now the beat is on here. That's fair. Now the Khan comes in. I think we need to Force Negation this. With Thought Knots here, okay. Damn, that's gonna come back next turn. Also means that we can't attack. I think we need to subtlety this. This is so bad. I hope there was like the Karn or anything. But I think we need to subtlety. But we need to do this. So next turn we do have a pretty good turn here. Because we can play Master and activate Mood Vault here. And Spray Seas is really nice. Maybe we need to Spring Seize here. This is pure luck of the draw, right? Okay, so he played this first, which means it's most likely that he has 2 of those. So I think I want to take this one out. Okay. This is shaping up. He's taking a lot of damage next turn. That thing can block. See how much damage he's taking here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's exactly lethal. Unless my math is way off. He could be having another Dismember though. If he does, we are boned, because then he can also block the Master. Needs to go for here. He does. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, does go to 1 though. Wow. 2 Dismembers, okay. 1 HP is tough. Yeah, he couldn't handle it. Okay. So he managed to get back there. That's pretty sick, Dismember. He took 8 points of damage from the Dismembers. Double Dismember, I'm looking at these Curas now. The Tricksters are maybe not even the worst. Maybe the Force Negation is too much. I want to take in the Tricksters again. He has a lot of creatures. It could be nice to be able to tap them down sometimes. Avoid the pressure. The Force Negation is really bad against these creatures there. I don't like Dismembers in this matchup. Many of his cards, creatures have some value engine. Of course, the Thought Knots here is nice to Dismember. It is a consideration, but I think we are okay here. We need to Brazen Borrow just to have something against his, if he plays a Pithing Needle. And especially, you know, especially if he plays the Ensnaring Bridge. Okay, the Sand does nothing. We need to bank on an early Tide Chipper here winning us the game. I think I actually want to try to keep it here. We have, you know, good lands. We have a Tide Chipper, which is great against him. We have an Evil, with his, of course, one of our best cards. And the Force Negation can save us in some spot. Okay, slow start from him. Nice, we do some action. That's what we needed. And now look at his natural Tron going off here. Mind Stone. I can see he has multiple Mind Stones in his deck because it's not the same art. Okay. And of course, to avoid this, we need to put down the Tide Chipper now. We could have Dismember, but then we are just far behind. I think we just want to take the mine. Okay, no Dismember it seems. It's pretty nice. Thought Knots here. Non-land card, okay. That is a good card. But we have a lot of difficult cards for him here. Okay, took the card range in, okay. Not so good here. I don't like running Svelun out. Because why didn't he take the Svelun? The Svelun is dying to Dismember, and we can't counter the Dismember. So I think we actually just want to wait. And then she said, you can hit me with this dude here. Doesn't really matter. And then next turn we can either Violin or Svelun again. I know about Force Negation, but I think it's better just to hold it up still. We are playing this patiently here. What's his tower? Okay. Now it only needs the mine. You know, sometimes it's, you know, it's of course an advantage for him knowing about the Force Negation, but he still, you know, needs to do something. Dismembering that one. Opening up for Tron, so yes, let's counter that. That was his game plan, okay. Great draw here. Can put down Svelun first. That's what I was fearing. You know, doesn't really matter, we have indestructible. It just dies here. Okay, so everybody's depleted here. Ooh, also Ursa Saga. Wow, we're getting the max value out of the Titibers here. I think something big is coming in here. We needed that Svelun. Okay, that's fine. So here, the consideration is, do we want to buff this up to hit one of our... You know, we're not attacking with the Mutavault anyway, so I think we want to put it up anyway. So we can get Subtlety. We have two Svelun's and 2 Kiras. And we have Subtlety. And the Mimics. The Mimics are not good. Okay, let's stay. Zero draw. Lord. Lord is not at his best, because he can just kill it. What happens if you Lord and attack with everything? Then he can't block. And we have 9 points of damage, but you can then kill the Lord, block, and shoot 1, and takes only 4. This is so interesting. Okay, so putting down the Lord. Then he needs to use this now, and he can't buff it up. So maybe that's actually better than just sitting on it. Let's just do that. We just sit on it, we get nowhere. This forces him to act. While we do have plays, we need to do it here. Yes, yes, it's all fine. And you have 1/1. So now he needs to use his entire turn buffing this thing up here. Wretched Bomb. That could kill both our Tide Shapers next turn and both our Ether Vials. So we didn't like to see that. It was a good top deck. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate. We have one turn to do something here. And I think actually the subtlety is not interesting here, so I think now I want to keep it. This one goes up to 2. This one stays on 3. Perfect. Let's make that stay as a surprise. Ooh, construct token. That's a biggie. Okay, now we need to do it here. That's a good wretched bump. We do have indestructible Svelun still. No! That was too early. I said that. I think he got it. Well played, man. That was a tight game. I like this version of the deck here. Really, really cool. Also, I like the Mind Stone. That was actually really pretty cool. And I think they're running like 4 dismembers or something. We should have got in the Akiras. I'll say GGVP. And we are unfortunately not managing to win this game here. But that's pretty cool. And we'll be right back from round 3. Let's see if we can bounce back and hopefully get a 4-1. And we're back for round 3 here. It's getting late. We're having a late night jazz. And we are up against Tada Moon. We are on the draw here. Relatively subpar hand. This is actually a consideration for a mulligan. I'm in general in doubt about a hand like this because if the Spring Seas is not good, we really do nothing. Unfortunately, I do think we should keep it. I think we actually, when running, you know, these 4 subtleties and the 4 force negations, you are kind of, you know, mulliganing worse. Because, ooh, this is mine. I like that this guy's running the old art. Good for us, because now our Spring Seas is live. Interesting to see Ursa's mine here. Which means that we are up against Tron again, 2 times Tron. Okay, so we need to do it here. I'm taking the power plant because he played the mine first. Okay, we got 2 draws to draw land next turn. Both the draw from the turn and also the adept. And then we can play the vial, which is fine. It's the Tron. So this, we just need to not fight this at all. Okay, no land. So let's. It's gonna show Shelton here. So unfortunately, we drew another Ether Vial. This was really, really bad. We didn't draw land in any of these 3-4 draws we had here. I think in that case, I think we just want to pitch an Ether Vial. That's unfortunate. You draw the blind here. And then card. Okay, so the adder is actually not good anymore. This is Ensnaring Bridge. Maybe? Okay, for us we get to kill the Khan here. Sky Sovereign Console Flagship. Okay. I've never been so confused in my life, and he didn't even attack. So play a Lord so we can attack here. This means that now our Vial is activated. So he can't play that now, the flagship. And it's gonna kill off the Lord here. I think we need to do it anyways here. Crew 3, so... We just play this Trickster to tap it down. But I'm not hitting this situation. A Snare Bridge would have been much worse. Okay, that's just one turn too late here. So I want to be trickstering here. We'd also just Shelton. Take the 6 damage. That's so bad. Let's just Trickster. Simple, so we can play Eldrasis here. Another Matter Reshaper. It's fine. Set down the flagship here. Yeah. Can we raise this? We have one more Trickster next turn. We can give him 4 damage. We're considering just to raise here. So you can see if we give him 4 damage next turn we're gonna play Shelton and then Trickster again. Nah, let's raise. I think we can raise it. I don't want to trade for him to get value. So just gonna attack here. So we have Force Negation up. And a Trickster to tap down his Sky Sovereign. Okay, he can kill off the 2-drops now, which is pretty good for him. See when he does this. I don't think I care about this anymore. So now I can't use his Blast Zone. So now I can assemble Tron. Hopefully it's one of the Eldrazi's. Not a creature. Yeah, let's counter that one. Funny that he didn't want to use the Blast Zone. Yes. This is unfortunate. I think I need to counter this, but we have to use the Master here. The Trickster to tap down the ship. And the Master is actually giving us... Maybe I don't counter this actually, because what happens if I just Trickster the boat? What's he gonna do? He got 2 mana. This is so complex. But he has 2 mana here. What can you find from the sideboard for 2 mana? A Wretched Bomb? Doesn't do anything. Pithing Needle? Doesn't do anything. The Master and the Trickster is lethal, right? Because it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I think I let this resolve. What can he actually do about this? Because if I let this resolve, I'll tap down the Sky Sovereign. And I'll hit him in for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Maybe I'm missing something. I just need to... Yeah, I'm missing something because I'm missing that I can't use the Ether Vial when it resolves. Then he can kill one of my creatures. Which would be really bad. Because then he can kill off... Yeah. I need to do this. Otherwise, he can. We can't use the vial properly. But don't cry for me, Argentina. Here we are doing pretty well. Let's just top deck a Lord here. We can even top deck a Lord from the Svelum. Just need to not put this up to 2 or more than 2. Okay. 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 9. We just need to attack with everything. If we hit out the Lord, we win. Come on. Nope. Not the worst draw though. So he can kill off with the 2 drops here. Thought not here is pretty good. So you still need the Lord now to get him to be unblockable. That would be enough, drawing the Lord. He's gonna kill off all the 2 drops now. Yes. And then he can hit us for 6, 9. Okay, but he tapped out. Isn't that a huge play mistake? I say thank you, sir. Couldn't he have not attacked with this one? I was too strong, like, you know, million lands here. There was, though. Okay. We got to get a bit lucky here. So how to sideboard against the Tron? It's a deck that's a combination of a lot of... They do have a lot of non-creature spells. They have the Planeswalkers, the Expedition map, stuff like that. So I'm wondering if Spell Pierce is actually the way to go here. I don't know about the Dismembers. Dismembers could have gone Thought Knots here. And Walking Ballista, no, not. It's really bad against Walking Ballista. It's not good against Matter Reshaper anyways. And it's not good against Reality Smasher either. Maybe it's, you know, the same that they're gonna side in a lot of Dismembers here. Or they just have a lot of Dismembers, so... I don't think Kira is the right way to go anyways. It's not enough. I'm wondering about... Brazen Borrow. I think I need it simply because of Ensnaring Bridge. Otherwise I have nothing against Ensnaring Bridge. I still think that Hercules Recall is too vulnerable. Force Negation is actually really good. The trick is really good here. I'm all over the place here. I like these 4 cards. Maybe I can tune down a bit on the subtleties and fortifications. I know they are good, but it's not the biggest tempo potential I get from the subtlety. Yeah, it actually is. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as it's against the elemental. So let's cut one of them, and 2 lords, or 1 lord and 1 master. Yeah, I think it's hard this matchup here to figure out exactly what the optimal support strategy is, but let's try this. Ah, man, this hand is so close to being good, right? The problem is that this is not a blue land, so I'm whiffing on this so much. You can see with all this jazz here. Maybe I want to keep this on the draw anyways. You know, because we have the Tachiwa, we have another option than Springsies. It's just so many good cards, and we're on the draw, and we can play an either Violet turn 1. We want to try it out. Any land is good. Then we can both play Tachiwa and Adept. And we have 2 of these effects here. I like the strategy of Eldrazi Tron, where you are not as all in on the Eldrazi lands. Okay, this is a start for him as well. Not a land, but not the worst. If we whiff on a land next turn, we can at least get the Ether Vial up and running. But now we need the land. So he's finding what here? tower. We are under pressure. That also always hurts, right? I don't think I was incorrect to not keep it. You know, you have 2 draws to get any land. Unfortunately, we didn't. But however, we can subtlety his play here and then cut him off his mana. We're just gonna picture Lord of Atlantis here. Okay, it came back on top, okay. Relic? It's funny that they're using that. And we have 2 draws because we have both Adept and the natural draw from us. So we have 2 draws here to get one of the lands. Any land will do. And since he found the tower, was the tower he found, right? Yes. We're gonna take the tower. Okay, that's pretty good. So since we drew that, but in a dismember heavy reality, I think it's better to see if we are lucky enough to get the blue source for the spreading seas. I'd rather run the spreading seas if I can, because spreading seas is more reliable. So let's try to play this one down since we draw on a blue source. Okay, we didn't. It's fine. Okay. He can still play Restart Smasher if he has a Dismember. And then we're gonna take 5 points of damage. Okay, he can still play because he has a Rakdos Temple. It's fine, I think we can raise it. We're gonna hit him for more. It's gonna stay on 2. This is the best draw we could have. Next, I think I wanna. Maybe we're just gonna take out this land here. Hit it for 6. See, because we drew the land next turn, we are really hitting him hard here. There's a Saga, that's too slow. Okay, that's irrelevant. How much damage we got next turn? See, we have the 4 plus. I think we need the next turn, right? We double lord and then we hit in because it's 10. Yeah, we just take the damage here. Insane. We need to snip this. It's just too insane. Okay. So the important thing is that we keep the vial on 2. Play down a land. Don't do the math, just attack. Boom! Boom! That was insane. He had a really good draw with relative measures, but you know, sometimes just triple lording is the way to go. That was beautiful. That was actually a really good battle we had against Tron here in the end. And that's 2-1 the league now. I'll leave with this. That's it for now, but I'll be right back soon with another 2 games to see if we can finish up 4-1. So glad you tuned in, and nice to see some Merfolk beating some face here. So of course, if you enjoy what I do, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I also want to say that in the description you can see the list we ran here. It's going to be put in there. And you can also, of course, check out my Twitter, where I'll be posting most of my content. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.